Leave it to legal counsel.
All right. The lawyer's ready, I'm ready. Can I have your attention, please? I'd like to call this meeting to order. This is a regular meeting of the Council of the City of Ottawa, Illinois. Madam Clerk, would you call the roll, please?
Awesome.
Here.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Here.
Less.
Here.
Mayor.
Here.
We actually have 4 present.
Commissioner Awesome is not here tonight. He had a close family, friend of the family who passed away. But Tom Duttlinger is going to sit in for him tonight. His student will vote, but we're really not going to record that vote, so. Okay, let's all stand, please, and join in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the minutes of a regular meeting of the Council of the City of Ottawa, Illinois, held on Tuesday, October 17th, 2017, be approved as recorded in the permanent files of the City Clerk.
Is there a second to the motion? Commissioner Less, any discussion, any suggested changes or corrections to the minutes? Roll call.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye. Is there anyone wishing to appear before the council tonight? Besides our students? Okay. If not, before we seat the students, we're going to have a short public hearing. We have these from time to time. They're required various times because of certain grants we might be getting or government programs we might be involved in. Tonight, we have a presentation from the North Central Illinois Council of Governments. Kevin Lindeman is here to talk about a community development block grant that we expect to get. And he'll talk to you, tell you a little bit about the program, and then if there's any questions anybody has, you have an opportunity to ask him those questions. So, Kevin?
Thank you, Mayor. Appreciate it. Thank you all for coming tonight, for signing in for our public hearing sign-in sheets. We've been working with the project team of Dave Noble, Dan Bittner, Commissioner Less, and Jeff Torricelli. The purpose of the public hearing tonight is to discuss the proposed $534,468 project to be submitted to the Illinois Community Development Block Grant Program Disaster Recovery Grant. This is in regards to the tornado and damage done to the roadways on the south side of town. The city intends to apply for $531,625 of disaster recovery CDBG funds for repairing the roadways from the tornado. Grant includes design engineering, construction, and activity delivery or grant administration. The city will have a small local share in the fact of $2,843 that is not covered by the grant for activity delivery. On February, as everybody knows, on February 28, 2017, a tornado ripped through the south side of Ottawa, cutting an 800-yard path of destruction across the south side, knocking down trees, power lines, and severely damaging and even leveling of homes. Tornado crossed the Illinois River going to the northwest and damaging an area of homes along Canal Road. There were 2 fatalities as a result of the tornado. Roadways in need of repair as a result of the tornado damage include Cornell Van Buren from Houston to Guthrie, East Van Buren from Catherine to 2nd Avenue, on East Center Street from Catherine to 2nd Avenue, on West Center Street from Chambers to State, on West Center Street from Marcy to Cornell, on West Glover from Chambers to State, and from Glover to the dead end, and from Westwood from Fort to the dead end of the street. This will include some curbs and sidewalks that need to be repaired as intersections get improved. Any questions public has or council has? All right. We'll move on to one of the things that we need to do is discuss the item of needs, community development needs and plans that the city has. We've come up with a list of projects the city is looking at that monies need to be spent for. On those are sewer projects on Route 71 from sanitary sewer main, East Regional Lift Station and Force Main, combined sewer long-term control plan. Water projects include Route 71 water main, Route 71 water tower, Route 71 well and water treatment plant, West Side well and water treatment plant, and Fox River water main crossing replacement. Street improvements that were developed on this project list was Stevenson Drive road improvements, elevation of Green Street from flooding, the 4H Road street improvements, pedestrian bridge over I-80 for safety, street resurfacing, a backlog of that, along with alley resurfacing backlog, and relocate Woodland Memorial Drive at downtown waterfront. These are all projects that the city has, or is looking at down the road, and that's why the need of the additional funds from the state for the tornado damage. This program does meet the Housing and Urban Development's national objective of urgent need. If there's no other questions, that's kind of it for the public hearing. It's just the formality that we have to go through.
Okay, does anybody have any
the
questions of
project.
Kevin? Be tough with him. She has nobody to speak to here. Okay, well,
about right.
thank you very much,
And I
Kevin.
know there's a couple of resolutions you'll be passing tonight in support of this project for
Right.
various things, so maybe stick around for that.
That long list of projects is kind of a wish list, and we're not going to be doing all of those things in the near future, but we have to show that we've got needs. They're all kind of in the long-term plans.
Right.
All right, thank you. Okay, well, now let's get our students up here. First of all, I want to thank the Kiwanis Club. I just talked to a few of the members who are here tonight, and nobody really remembers for sure how long this event has been going on, except it seems like as long as I can remember. It's been decades for sure. We appreciate the effort of the Kiwanis Club in keeping this tradition going, and it always is a lot of fun to meet young people and see that they're interested in how the city works. And usually before we have this meeting, the weekend before, we usually have all of the students take a tour of the city offices and services, and they visit the police department and the fire department and the water plant and the wastewater treatment plant and so forth. But this year, because of some testing conflicts for a lot of the students, we weren't able to do that. So I kind of apologize for that, but invite any or all of you to come back anytime you want, and we'll be able to kind of show you around any or all of those facilities. So anyway, I welcome all the students. I'm going to ask them to come up one at a time. First, I'm going to ask Rebecca Felty to come up. Rebecca will be acting as mayor tonight. She's from Shepherd School, and she's here with her father, John Felty. And Rebecca, just have a seat behind me until we're ready to make the switch, okay? And then acting as police chief tonight is Aslan Awesome. Where's Aslan at? She's already next to the chief. He'll be working with Chief Brent Rolson. And she is from Marquette Academy, and Robert and Beth Awesome are her parents. And the fire chief tonight, sitting next to Steve Haywood over there, is Cedric Farrow. Cedric is from Shepherd, and his mom is Amy James. And our corporate counsel or lawyer for tonight will be sitting with Christina Cantlin here from the Cantlin Law Firm. It's Caitlin Maguna. Her mom is Mary Maguna, and Caitlin is a student at Marquette Academy. And acting as city engineer tonight with Dave Noble will be Braden Miller. Braden's parents are Nathan Miller and Stephanie Kaufman Phyllis. He's from Shepherd. And the city treasurer tonight, one that walks away with all the money, Don Harris, is Maggie Stisser, whose parents are Brad and Kelly Stisser. Equally important, her grandmother's with us. It's our administrative assistant, Nancy Stisser. So she's got an inside track here. Acting as city clerk tonight is Emma Reynolds, daughter of Tommy and Tammy Reynolds. And Emma's from Marquette Academy, sitting here with Shelley Monks. And acting as Commissioner Awesome tonight, but sitting next to Tom Duttlinger, will be Will Getz. Parents are Patsy Swanson and Rich Getz. He's from Shepherd. And acting as, and Commissioner Awesome is Commissioner of Public Property. Commissioner of Public Health and Safety, Tom Gaynor, will be working tonight with Kylie Kleckner from Marquette Academy. Mike and Kim Kleckner are his folks. And working with our Commissioner of Accounts and Finance, Wayne Eichelkraut, will be Molly Busher. Parents are Eric and Amy, and she's from Shepherd. Welcome, Molly. And finally, working with Commissioner of Public Improvements, James Less. It's Turner Love from Marquette Academy. Folks are Travis and Naya. So, we're going to step back and let the students take over the meeting. Ask them all to make sure they speak into the microphone. Got a copy of this?
Okay, so we'll wait until we say it. You can always move my paper clips out of the way if you need to. Okay. All right, let's, ready? Do you want me to go? Let's say Commissioner Eichelkraut. Did you tell her to do that?
You can start. Commissioner Eichelkraut is-
So go ahead.
Does Commissioner Eichelkraut have anything for the council?
That is a biweekly salary. Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut. That the biweekly salary payroll of October 20th, 2017 in the amount of $378,524.04 and the biweekly salary payroll of November 3rd, 2017 in the amount of $361,951.60 both be approved and warrants issued.
Is there a second to the motion? Is there any discussion?
Who seconded it?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
And Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that the monthly expense report of November 7, 2017, showing expenses in the amount of $1,880,675.13 be approved and warrants issued.
Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
And Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that a resolution authorizing transit service agreements with the multiple providers for NCAT, which has been on file for public inspection since October 17, 2017, be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion?
Aye.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
And Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that a resolution approving and authorizing the execution of employment agreements for appointed city officials in Ronald Renz and Michael Watts as part-time NCAT drivers, which have been filed for public inspection since October 17, 2017, be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion?
Yes. The City of Ottawa is hiring 2 bus drivers for the NCAT program who have been working for us through Horizon House.
Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
And Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that a resolution authorizing the execution of consulting agreement between the City of Ottawa and the Horton Group, which has been on file for public inspection since October 17, 2017, be adopted.
Is there any discuss? Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
And Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that a resolution authorizing the execution of a contract between the City of Ottawa and Healy Bender and Associates regarding agricultural services for the renovation of 418 West Jackson Street for the NCAT facility be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion?
Yes. They are doing design work for the remodeling of the Center Town Auto Building to be used for a call center for NCAT and also design of the new bus barn for NCAT.
Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
And Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Eichelkraut that a resolution authorizing the execution of a proposal for professional land surveying and engineering services by Eschenite, Juliker, Duttlinger, and Associates for the NCAT facility be received and placed on file for public inspection.
Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion?
Yes. Edside Duttlinger is doing site work for the new bus barn for NCAT.
Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
And Mayor.
Aye. Is there anything for the council?
Yes. As of today, the city has received 4 property tax payments from the South County Treasurer. I am pleased to announce that those payments and tax revenues for the city are right on target as budgeted. The NCAT Bus Services has provided 29,266 rides since May 1st, and we are working on the new NCAT bus barn with grant funds from the state. The city's current warning sirens have been upgraded, and work will start soon on the installation and additional sirens throughout the city. We are close to completion and receptive fiscal year 2017's audit, and will be working closely with the city's treasurer on the tax levy in December.
Commissioner Gainier.
Somebody, well, we're gonna, is somebody gonna take two motions for awesome? Do you wanna do that, Tom? Sure. Okay, all right. All right, you wanna read that?
Moved by Commissioner Gainier that the quote received from Niles Industrial Coatings LLC to clean the north and south standpipes in the amount of $26,750 be approved and paid for from the water fund.
Is there a second to the motion?
Aye.
Is there any discussion?
Yes, Mayor. The Public Works Department obtained 5 quotes for cleaning of the north and south water sandpipes, or to remove dirt and mold from the standpipes. We are requesting approval of the quote from Niles Industrial Coatings, who was the lowest responsible bidder.
Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
And Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Commissioner Gainier that change order number 3 from Opperman Construction Company in the increased amount of $3,190 for the Dairy Lane and James Court Lift Station modification project be accepted and paid for from the wastewater fund.
Is there a second to the motion? Yes.
Yes.
Is there any discussion?
Yes, Mayor. This change order is part of the ongoing work to eliminate the James Court Sanitary Lift Station. The change order modifies the contract to add work necessary to remove a concrete collar around the existing lift station.
Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
And Mayor.
Aye. Anything else for the council?
No, thank you, Mayor.
Commissioner Gainier.
That the report of the we're going to do the report of the police chief.
Dear Mayor and City Council members, the following is my report for the Ottawa Police Department for the month of October 2017. Squad call cars. 1,535. Arrests. 339. Prisoners. 49. Sent to state institutions. 4. Sent to county jail. 6. Sent to juvenile probation. 7. Central Dispatch 911 calls. 1,327. Central Dispatch administrative calls. 5,432. Respectfully submitted. As an awesome. I would like to update everyone that Officer Samuel Hoster, who was hired on July 17, 2017, has successfully completed his field training and is now released to patrol on his own. Respectfully submitted, Interim Chief Aslan Awesome.
That the report of moved by Commissioner Gainier that the report of Police Chief Brent A. Wilson for the month of October 2017 be received and placed on file.
Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gainier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
and Mayor.
Aye.
We have the report of the fire chief now.
November 7th, 2017, to the Honorable Mayor and Commissioner of the City of Ottawa, the following is my report for October 2017. Number of bell alarms, 4. Number of still alarms, 12. Activated alarms, 38. Number of medic calls, 254. Number of transfers, 65. Mutual aid, 5 medics, Marseilles and Grand Ridge. Number of patients, 252. Total calls for October 2017, 373. Property lost, $70,000. Content loss, $13,000. Vehicle loss, $1,000. Total loss for October 2017, $84,000. Total non-resident billed for medical services for October 2017, 58. Respectfully submitted, Cedric Farrell. Ottawa Nate Plate and Wallace Fire Departments are looking for a permanent training site. This site would be used by the 3 fire departments jointly or individually. If there's anyone that can help us with this project, please contact the fire department. The fire department is warning people to recall notice for 40 million Kitty brand fire extinguishers due to a problem with plastic handles that cause extinguishers not activated during an emergency. The recall affected 134 models of Kitty fire extinguishers manufactured between January 1st, 1973 and August 15th, 2017. The recall involves 2 styles of Kitty fire extinguishers. One with plastic handles and one with push-pin buttons, indicators. Affected consumers should contact Kitty for a free replacement fire extinguisher. Contact Kitty toll-free at 855-271-0773 or go to www.kitty.com and click on Product Safety Recall for additional information. Ottawa Fire Department will not accept any recall extinguishers.
Moved by Commissioner Gainier that the report of Fire Chief Steve Haywood for the month of October 2017 be received and placed on file.
Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion?
Yeah.
Roll call, please.
Awesome,
Aye.
Gainier, Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Less,
Aye.
and Mayor.
Aye. Anything else for the council?
Yes. I would like to give the council and public a brief update as to the 911 consolidation. As you are aware, the state in their infinite wisdom require all 911 centers in the state to consolidate and establish one 911 board for each county in the state. The 911 entities in LaSalle County quickly established the new board with representation from all the current 911 centers in the county. The new board was very progressive from the start of this progress and were one of the first to have our consolidation plan approved by the state. 7 separate dispatch centers in LaSalle County were consolidated in 3 dispatch centers, Ottawa serving Ottawa and Marseilles, and the new Illinois Valley Regional Dispatch Center serving LaSalle, Peru, Oglesby, and Mendota. The LaSalle County serving as the rest of the county. For the most part, the consolidation has gone smoothly, and all truck lines were cut over the appropriate dispatch center in July. However, to this date, there are still 3 AT&T trunk lines that have not cut over. There has been much communication between the AT&T and Jerry Black, the consultant hired by the LaSalle County 911 Board to assist in consolidation. Concerning the cut over these trunks, all of the trunks should have been cut over in July. Since these 3 trunks have not yet been over, it has been necessary to involve the State 911 Advisory Board. It is the hope of the LaSalle County 911 Board that these trunks will be cut over by the end of this month.
Commissioner Luss.
That moved by Commissioner West that a resolution requesting permission from the Illinois Department of Transportation to temporarily close LaSalle Street from Lafayette Street to Lincoln Place on Friday, November 24th, 2017, from 5:45 p.m. until 7:30 p.m. for the Festival of Lights Parade be adopted.
Is there a second to this motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Awesome,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Less,
Aye.
and Mayor.
Aye.
I'm going to do this next one because it's a little, we don't do it all the time. So we had 8 city vehicles that we put an ad in the paper for to receive bids on. We got 8 individual bids. I'm not sure which one is for which item because they're not all clearly marked. So I'm going to open them all and just read them, and then we'll go from there. So the first one we have is from Jim Underwood for truck 29 for $500. The second one we have is from Kevin Kuiper. He bid on 2 different items. One, truck number 45 for $250, dump truck number 37 for $200. Let's see. The next one is from Steve Sherwood. He bid on truck 29 for a bid of $2,770.50. And truck 46, a bid of $477.50. Huh? I know there's a tape. Lots of tape. Okay, let's see. Got another one here from Kevin Kuiper for truck number 3 for $1,850. And Steve Sherwood for truck 29 for $4,300. This one is from Matt Fisher. He bid on the 1999 pickup, not sure the number, for $503. The 99 Tahoe for $203. Another one from Kevin Kuiper, truck 15 for $250, truck 23 for $250, truck 38 for $500. Another one from Kevin Kuiper, truck number 3 for $550. And last but not least, Pro Auto Recyclers bid on all 8. Truck 3, $620, truck 15, $220, truck 23, $200, truck 29, $1,250, truck 37 for $740, truck 38 for $220, truck 45 for $180, and truck 46 for $200. I'm assuming Commissioner Les would like to go with the highest bidder?
Yes.
On all of these? Okay. So go ahead.
Moved
Stick
by-
highest in there.
Moved by Commissioner West that the highest bids received for the used city vehicles be accepted.
Is there a second to this motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Awesome,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Less,
Aye.
and Mayor.
Aye. Is there anything else for the city itinerary? Is there anything else for the city engineer?
Yes. Thank you, Mayor. The city is always looking for ways to market our city and attract new business to our area. In the early 1980s, Mayor Thomas went on a marketing trip to Japan, and as a result, 2 companies located in Ottawa, including present-day Mitsubishi. I am pleased to inform the council that next week, the Starved Rock Alliance is going on a marketing trip to China. Mayor Eschbach and David Noble will be traveling to Beijing, China, along with a group of 8 others. We will be presenting the Starved Rock region to businesses and potential investors. It is anticipated that 150 people will be in attendance to learn about our area. We will deliver a PowerPoint presentation and have information to hand out. We have been told to stress our city's outdoor beauty, clean air, and active downtown, and then discuss opportunities for investment. Please watch this video that will be a part of our presentation.
Hello, I'm Bob Eschbach, and I've been mayor of the city of Ottawa for 18 years. Ottawa is a community of 20,000 people located 80 miles southwest of Chicago. It's located in a beautiful valley at the confluence of the Fox and Illinois rivers. Ottawa is experiencing a renaissance in its downtown. Downtown now is filled with unique places to shop and dine.
Well, one thing that we loved about Ottawa is the fact that there's so many new and creative restaurants. Tapas in town, great aquarium bar, interesting things with burger and sushi. It's just a wonderful food culture to be a part of.
There's a lot of really unique businesses in town, so I'm very excited to be part of that business family. It's eclectic, it's diverse, there's lots of art, lots of things to do, and I love all of the horticulture around town. The flowers are amazing.
Love this community, great high schools, great businesses, great restaurants. It's a great place to shop, to learn, and to live. If you like to boat, if you like to ski, you have pretty good flexibility on where you want to do that. There's a beautiful plan that the city has drawn up to develop our riverfront as far as parks, and it is gorgeous, and probably in the next 10 years I hope to see that develop and looking beautiful.
There's so many different events going on. You can come down and you go to a beer festival, you go to a wine festival. So many different things to do. There's so many entertaining things to do too, between the different music festivals that we have going on. And most of the restaurants and the bar scene down here has live music and acoustic nights, open mic nights. So there's something to do in Ottawa all the time.
We have a good history of working closely and quickly with developers in this city-owned industrial park.
Our site is a heavy industrial manufacturing facility, and when you set up a site like that, you have to have transportation, great access to utilities that's dependable, and you have to have a strong workforce. Ottawa brings all three of those things.
Well, I think that being in Ottawa, you're located to the major airports, that being Chicago O'Hare, as well as Bloomington, Illinois. I also appreciate the I-80, the east-west route all the way from New York to California, as well as M39 north and south.
Easy access for freight, rail car, and waterway. One of the major benefits is getting to know the people of the surrounding area. It's a tight community.
Ottawa has a very good working relationship with Illinois Valley Community College, which offers technical training to employers, some of the best in the state of Illinois.
IVCC is local, and we do send people there and have them come in for specialized training.
I left the town that was 150,000 people, and there are more and better restaurants in Ottawa and the surrounding area.
I'm very happy with my move and my relocation. Ottawa has just been a wonderful place to relocate.
Every day that I open the door to my store, I'm just really happy that I have a spot in downtown Ottawa.
This community sets itself apart by being a level above everybody else.
Ottawa is a great place to live and do business. I invite you to come to Ottawa, and I assure you that we will do everything we can to make your business venture successful.
Ottawa's main projects to present are the Ottawa Industrial Park and the downtown waterfront. Thank you.
Anything else for the city attorney?
Yes.
Our report to the City Council is broken down by category as follows and covers the period from November 7th, 2016 to November 7th, 2017. Ordinance violation. Ordinance violation consists of charges such as truancy, curfew, possession of smoking materials by a minor, disorderly conduct, dog at large, excessive noise, unlawful possession of open alcohol in public, or unlawful consumption of alcohol by a minor. 136 matters have been successfully concluded by payment of fine, community service, or dismissal. At the end of 2017, all outstanding ordinance violations through the LaSalle County Court will be concluded. As of October 26, 2016, ordinance violations have been assigned to administrative adjudication through City Hall. There have been 626 new administrative adjudication files opened. During that same time, 329 files have been successfully concluded by payment of fine or dismissal. Nuisance. There are 71 outstanding lines against properties for nuisance violations such as weeds, high grass, and debris. 17 lines have been released this year by the property owner paying them in full. No lines were sold at last year's delinquent property tax sale, and none are proposed to be sold at this year's tax sale in November. Labor matters. The AFSCME Fire and Police collective bargaining agreements are not to be renegotiated until 2019.
Is there anything else for the city treasurer?
Yes. We are currently working on this year's real estate tax levy determination. We have been reviewing information from the county assessor's office regarding total real property assessments and are attempting to determine and factor in anticipated adjustments. The equalized assessed valuation for the city is expected to increase slightly for the third year in a row after declining each of the 5 previous years. We will also review funding recommendations for our employee pensions. Then, in consideration of those and other obligations, we will determine the amounts necessary and available for delivery of city services. We will present our recommendations and the levy request in December. Our auditors are finalizing their audit work on the city's financial statements and reports. The city's management discussion and analysis summarizing the information will then be prepared to complete this annual function. That concludes my report.
Mayor Eschbach.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach, the report of Registrar Shelley L. Monks for the month of October 2017 be received and placed on file.
Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gienier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
And Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of the Parking Administration Department showing fines collected $5,155 for the month of October 2017 be received and placed on file.
Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Awesome.
Aye.
Gienier.
Aye.
Eichelkraut.
Aye.
Less.
Aye.
And Mayor.
Aye.
Okay, I'm going to sneak and do this one too. We have the report of the building official for the month of October. There were 31 building permits issued with fees collected of $211. Total number of on-site building inspections, 81. There's 1 demolition permit, 2 sign permits for $40, 11 fence permits for $450, 3 tree care permits for $800, 11 general contractor licenses for $1,100, 4 electrical licenses renewed for $400, 3 new electrical licenses issued for $300, 9 electrical permits for $650, total number of on-site electrical inspections, 56. We had 15 people take our electrical exam for $1,500. Our ordinance enforcement officer did a total of 79 inspections, and our code enforcement officer did a total of 182 inspections, for a total of permits and licenses of 75, with fees collected of $5,501.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of building official Michael J. Sutphin for the month of October 2017 be received and placed on file.
Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Osm,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Less,
Aye.
and Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of the sidewalk program showing one participant in the amount of $1,550 be approved and paid for by the General Corporate Fund.
Is there a second to this motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Awesome,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Less,
Aye.
and Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that an ordinance amending section 118 to the municipal code of the city of Ottawa, Illinois regarding inns, which has been on file for public inspection since October 3rd, 2017, be passed and approved.
Is there a second to the motion?
Aye.
Is there any discussion?
Yes. I move to table this motion.
Is there a second?
Yes.
Yes.
Roll call, please.
Awesome,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Less,
Aye.
and Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution authorizing an agreement for application services with NCICG for Community Development Block Grant, which has been on public inspection since October 17, 2017, be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Awesome,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Less,
Aye.
and Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the resolution of support and commitment of funds for the Community Development Block Grant Program be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Awesome,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Less,
Aye.
and Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the resolution adopting a residential anti-displacement and the relocation assistance plan under sections 104, paragraph D of the Housing and Community Development Act be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Awesome,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Less,
Aye.
and Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the resolution authorizing legal action against 119 West Washington Street be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Awesome,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Less,
Aye.
and Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the resolution of support and commitment of funds for the Ottawa Visitors Center Incorporated be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Awesome,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Less,
Aye.
Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that a resolution authorizing the application for Illinois Housing Department Authority Blight Reduction Grant be adopted.
Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Awesome,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Less,
Aye.
and Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the request for variances from the Ottawa River Rescue Squad for 701 Hitt Street and Scott Anderson for 1477 East Norris Drive both be received and referred to the Zoning Board of Appeals for review and recommendation.
Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Awesome,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Less,
Aye.
and Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of the Zoning Board of Appeals meeting held on Thursday, October 19, 2017, considering the variance request from Steve and Annette Thrush for property located at 508 2nd Avenue be received and placed on file. Be it further moved, the council concur with the recommendation of the Zoning Board of Appeals and the variance request be granted with the stipulation that the new garage be a minimum of 4 feet from the rear and side property lines, and the follow-up ordinance be passed and approved.
Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Osm,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Less,
Aye.
and Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of Zoning Board of Appeals meeting held on Thursday, October 19th, 2017, considering the fence variance request from Marcella Bailey for property located on 1125 Charles Street be received and placed on file. Be it further moved, the council concur with the recommendation of the Zoning Board of Appeals and the fence variance request be granted with the stipulation and the 6-foot vinyl privacy fence be placed along Superior Street with a 4.5-foot picket fence in line with the front of the house and connecting to the Superior Street privacy fence, and the follow-up ordinance be passed and approved.
Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Osm,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Less,
Aye.
and Mayor.
Aye.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that the report of the Zoning Board of Appeals meeting held on Thursday, October 19, 2017, considering the variance request from Alan Pradell for property located at 319 Marcy Street be received and placed on file. Be it further moved, the council concur with the recommendation of the Zoning Board of Appeals and the variance request be granted with the stipulation that the fence remain 6 feet in height and be allowed to reach 8 feet through the length of the deck, and the follow-up ordinance be passed and approved.
Is there a second to the motion?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Osm,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Less,
Aye.
and Mayor.
Aye. Is there any?
Yeah, do you want to adjourn first? Okay, go ahead, one more.
Moved by Mayor Eschbach that this regular meeting be adjourned.
Is there a second?
Yes.
Is there any discussion? Roll call, please.
Osm,
Aye.
Gainier,
Aye.
Eichelkraut,
Aye.
Less,
Aye.
and Mayor.
Aye.
Well, they did a good job, didn't they? Let's have a round of applause for our students. As I said, this year the students did not get to visit our various departments. A lot of times they had suggestions for the council based upon those visits. Firefighters always fed them, and they often came with suggestions for new fire trucks and fire dogs and all kinds of things. So at least we don't have to listen to that tonight. But does anybody have any comments or thoughts about your experience here at the city? Does anybody want to run for office one of these days? Maybe. All right. Well, that's good. No, it involves citizens. You don't have to run for office, but you can volunteer. You're good citizens and help out in a million different ways. So if you have a little time on your hands and on some projects or some suggestions, just stop by City Hall and we'll put you set you in the right direction. So I thought the mayor did a good job. Everybody did a real good job tonight. And once again, thank you all. Thank you, moms and dads and grandpas and grandmas for being here too.